Friends, the topic of today's podcast is, have you missed the bus? Many people have this niggling thought that they should have possibly bought that crash. And having not bought or done anything in that crash, people feel left out. Is that an opportunity gone forever? Have you really missed that one opportunity to invest at very attractive valuations? To understand the answer to that question, you need to contextualize the immediate sense of what is a right approach to valuations. You need to contextualize valuations to the current economy. Are these valuations or the extended valuations that you may see for a few more months something that can last? Going back to 2009, after the crash of 2008, there was a rally. There was a strong rally. The Nifty almost recaptured its old highs. And what happened in that rally was the stocks of 2008, the most popular names, actually managed to reclaim a good part of what they lost. Does that sound very familiar? That's exactly what happened. But after making a lower top in 2009, those stocks continued to lose for almost a decade. And they're still nowhere near those levels. But subsequently, once the market gave away whatever it gained in that rally of 2009, over the next 2 years, an entirely new set of companies, an entirely new set of investment themes, and a new wish list of performing stocks took over. And those stocks are the ones which are your multi-baggers of the last decade. At the beginning of the next decade, having seen a crash and a rebound, you need to make a clear distinction between a rally and a long term trend. My sense is that what we are seeing today is a reprise, a repeat of 2009, which will probably last for a few more months. We will see even other smaller companies and microcaps gain value, but subsequently, as economies struggle to overcome the impairment which they have suffered in 2020, to get back to where they were before 2020, and then gradually move towards growth, we are going to see the market's A list change dramatically. So, if you didn't buy this dip, in my view, you haven't missed too much. But if you miss and fail to do what you need to do during this rally, you would definitely have a lot to regret for a very long time to come. So, in that sense, I believe that the responsibility of each investor to his portfolio is now higher than it was in March and April. So, while your portfolios regain some of the notional losses, while they recover from that nasty dip, you need to revisit your investments, review them, understand what the emerging economic context is, how these companies will perform over the next 2 3 years, and whether they would really be able to regain the great glory years of the recent past. My sense is that while the best of these companies, which enjoyed the adulation of the markets in the last 3 4 years, will recover and do business and remain economically relevant, the markets will get tired of them. The markets won't be as enamored of them, and the markets will always look for newer heroes. And those heroes are probably in the dumps today, or they aren't in our radar, or we really don't think that they can really make wonders for us. So, in that sense, there is a need for a paradigm shift. There is a need to think afresh. There is a need to revisit whatever you've done so far, and you need to come up with a new approach for the future. Interestingly, there is no hurry to freeze that approach. I would think that approach can evolve over 12 to 18 months or even 24 months. You have time to make your newer decisions, but you don't have too much time to walk out of your past decisions. So the setting is clear, the context is clear, what you need to do is clear. All you need to understand is put the last 3 4 months behind. Understand what the current economic context is. Adapt to this context and make sure that your portfolio is future facing and perfectly aligned to the emerging economic context. It's very easy to say this, but it calls for a lot of hard work to actually make a portfolio future ready and facing the future. That is the challenge before us, and I don't think that you really miss too much, but what is ahead should not be missed. Happy investing and keep watching our channel. Thank you very much.